All right, guys, here we are. We are down to the final match, the ace match in this best of 9 between our blue Terran player down at the bottom of the map, Shattered Temple. It is NSHS.Jjakji. And on the right side, no, the left side of the map, I'm so excited I've gotten my right and left confused. That's where we're at now. The right, no, it's the left side of the map. Ah, just introduce him. I give up.
That's okay. That is the one and only Team Acer.Nerchio. He is our red Zerg player. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a long cast.
Day.
This is, I mean, if you think about this, 9 games. The shortest game was 10 minutes, yes, but the average length of game has, what, been about 24, 25 minutes, something like that. So
it's been pretty awesome, actually.
It's so cool. I'm so happy to have been able to bring these games to you guys. So I'm hoping for, you know, as long as we've been casting, I really hope we have like an hour-long epic TVC map mined out to end the day. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's see here. As we are close positions by air on Shattered Temple, it's going to make for some pretty easy drop routes or even mutilous harassment routes if you know, either player decides to go that route. Going to be a question here of, well, I imagine Jakji's been opening one base Reactored Hellion into expand the past few games, and I wouldn't expect anything different here.
Yeah, I wouldn't really either. I think that's a very normal thing to expect. Now, it is a small, it's a small map. We're close by air positions. That may influence what Jakji decides to do. It may also influence Nerchio, of course, as well. Obviously, things like a hatchery first, like what we're seeing from Nerchio, is not weird at all, no matter really what the size of the map is, unless it's like Steps of War or something.
Well,
but,
of course, yeah.
Yeah, the size of the map could really change things. I think this is a game where we might see it go, you know, maybe no longer than 15 minutes or so.
Well, let's see. Hopefully, you know, but sometimes you do end up getting some ridiculous games on that map. I mean, it's
once
a PVC,
in a while, yeah.
I understand, but I'm sure you guys all tuned in for IPL 3's Kibikaki versus Stefano, which was just the most ridiculous game I've ever casted.
Oh, yeah, man. That was an awesome game. I mean, that's a game people are going to remember for a long time.
I definitely agree. I think when we see, you know,
cool.
top 10 lists of StarCraft games and stuff like that, even 1 or 2 years from now, that game's still going to be on there.
I would hope so. Very entertaining game.
All right, well, here we are. Same sort of idea out of Nerchio, and Mr. Jakji saving up for that 100 gas, and it looks like he's going to have just enough for a factory here.
Yep, that's right. And just from the positioning, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we are going to see that Reactor Hellions again.
Sure. I definitely agree with you. Looks like we have a Marine running out with this SCV as well. Oh. And he is going to throw down that first bunker. So, yeah, I was kind of surprised he didn't do this a couple of times, just even to distract Nerchio a little bit, you know? So, and Marine running away while 3 drones tear after that. Good control from Nerchio to not lose too much, though, and he will eventually dispatch that bunker in time as these 4 lings pop out.
Yep, that's right. Denies a little bit of mining time. In the meantime, he can leave that bunker there to get a little bit of vision, too, over what his opponent is doing.
Definitely.
And it will indeed be Reactored Hellions from our Terran players. So, you know, very, very normal opening from him. No command center quite yet, though.
There we go.
There it is. I was going to say, yeah, I was like a little bit weird. He's got the minerals, but yep.
Yep. He'll switch those over, and as soon as that factory lands, he's going to have just enough for that second Hellion as well. They're both popping out now. We'll see what Nerchio ends up moving into, as he's got, is that just his 3rd queen? No, just his 2nd queen right now, with a spine crawler up at the front.
Yeah, on a map like this, you definitely will want to get Zergling speed quite a bit sooner.
Yep.
Just because it's so important to have all the vision you can on the map. It's really, really important to be able to hold those early pushes. Hellions are obviously going to get there much quicker. Hey, come on in, Zergling. Nope, he does not take the invitation.
We promise we won't hurt you. Let's see.
That's a lie.
2 more Hellions coming out now. That is true. A commonly propagated Terran lie.
Yes.
Let's see here. 6 more drones on the way. You'll have a nice solid economy here to fund his further expansions. And we're going to see what direction this game takes here in just a little bit, as this has kind of set the stage for every game we've seen so far. And this is the way Jakji has followed this up, as a matter of fact. He's gone pretty bio-heavy before moving into tanks the past few games.
Yeah, you know, the nice thing for Nerchio is that this is a map that the Hellions are rather easy to stop on. You can kind of hold off that choke point fairly easily, although, you know, he's not doing anything like putting any sort of Evo chamber down at the bottom of the ramp. He doesn't have a 2nd queen there, so I feel like, to a certain extent, Nerchio is tempting fate a little bit.
Yeah.
But he does have the Roach Warren on the way. Okay, there's the 2nd queen. So,
just popped out.
And he does have the Lings up at the top of the ramp to kind of try to block those Hellions off. So he's okay, but he's certainly kind of skimming it about as close as he can.
I don't think that's a bad decision, though, because, you know, Jjakji has kind of shown that he wants to go into later bio timings and stuff like that. He's been following this up with hopefully trying to find an Overlord up on the high ground here.
Yeah, I would imagine. I guess that probably is what it would be. I'm like, can you land up there? That'd be awesome. It'd be pointless, but it'd be awesome.
Yeah, with that, like, is that a Void Ray?
I think that's a Void Ray,
I don't know what that is. Anyway.
Yep, only Void Ray will see this match.
Aw, shucks. Double Evolution Chambers coming out now. Actually, at the same time this time. He had been going one Evolution Chamber, then a second, a little bit after that. But maybe decides that he needs to make a more powerful attack at his opponent here.
Well, this is another map that you can do that Ling Infester Broodlord style on very, very well. So I think we are going to see something similar from him this game. Ooh. Just getting a couple roaches for protection. Oh, I like this, though. Very standard from Jjakji. Just making, you know, a good amount of Hellions, but then going right into Marine Tank.
Yep.
So it'll be a very strong push in a few minutes.
Ooh, he's got Marauders in this as well. So he had been doing, you know, as we kind of pointed out before, a stronger bio push into a bigger attack after that, into Marine Tank after that. But now he's got those tanks right away.
Yep.
So let's see here. Did Jjakji, well, I guess I can't really take a look at vision to that, but I assume he was close enough that he heard the destructible rocks going down.
Yeah, well, he probably has an idea about it, even if he didn't quite catch a glimpse of it. I'm sure he's going to be cutting in. Cute little panda bunker.
Oh, I can't stay mad at you.
I can't Banelink bust that. It's just too cute.
All right. Starport following this up right now as well. No further expansions yet out of Jjakji. Of course, we do see the third hatchery coming up now for Nerchio as he opens up the destructible rocks to the top left-hand corner as well. Yep,
that is right. And, yeah, pretty quick layer on the way. But this is all going towards that upgrade Infester style. So, I don't know. I mean, Jjakji has so much practice against this type of thing. But I feel like if Nerchio can get to the point where Broodlords are out, he's going to be able to win the game, since it looks like Jjakji is kind of bad at hitting that timing to handle the Broodlords.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
He's been struggling a little bit with that. The only problem is that we're on Shattered Temple, so that's not a map that goes to late game very, very often. It does happen every once in a while, but it's more of a rarity than the norm.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So Nerchio is going to have to find some way to defend this early aggression from Jjakji and try to make it to that point in the game where he can get the Broodlords out.
All right, Stim is finished now. Combat Shield's well on the way by the time that Jjakji actually makes its way to his opponent's base. Will be finished, and Creep Tumors do stack, as a matter of fact, so throwing down multiple Creep Tumors in a small area causes creep to spread quicker. So he is stacking those as he moves that out. He has a nice little Creep Highway. Oh, but that's going to get rocked.
Yep.
Bye-bye, Creep Tumors. So
all your work for nothing. It's a pretty strong push here, but that is a lot of roaches for Nerchio.
Yes, it is. Oh, but tanks have siege mode because they were started so much earlier. So Jjakji in a pretty good position right now. He just needs to cut off and control this little path here in between the second and third bases.
Yeah. Oh, looks like a lot of the drones were moved away already, I believe. And he can just send a little strike force up here to harass this gold while holding the bottom area. Oh, the tank's not actually in range of hitting those roaches. I'm a little bit surprised he's not that far up yet.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to pull units back down to this main tank line. Is Nerchio going to use those units moving away as an excuse to run in and take out this force? Looks like he is. Here he comes in now. A lot of Zerglings taking the charge there. He's going to try and focus down a couple of the tanks right away. One goes down, but oh my god, this is so much damage output from Jjakji that he's starting to drive those forces away very convincingly.
Yeah, what a strong push on two bases from NSHS.Jjakji. Those Marines doing a lot of damage. Very light on medevacs, getting those tanks a little bit earlier, just throwing in a few Marauders. All the roaches very, very badly injured. And yeah, for certain this gold base is going down. And oh, look at that, bunkers now. Yeah, Jjakji is just going to try to hard contain Nerchio and win the game right here.
Yeah, it looks like it. So we'll see what Nerchio has coming out. He does have Pathogen Glands, so we will move into some Infestors again here in just a second. But, oh my god, there's so much damage output from these Marines and tanks. And it looks like the bunker is going to get finished as well. The hatchery will go down?
Soon. It'll go down soon.
Soon.
Sure. You know, he really can't infest in those or invest in the Infestors right now either, because the Infestors are not going to really win him fights. They're going to support, but yeah, you can see only 3 of them right now. He's still going to want to use a lot of those resources for Lings and Roaches.
He's got them coming up now, so looks like he's just trying to take out the bunker up at the front, but he gets all of his Roaches badly injured. 3 of the 5 actually go down right away. Here comes that strike force, maybe to finish off the hatchery? I don't know. It'll eventually happen, so.
Well, we'll see. They're attacking the eggs right now.
I think Nerchio's just delaying for those 4 more infestors to pop out, and that's really what he wants to see. It looks like one of the eggs actually got destroyed. There goes down the hatchery.
Yeah, there's enough bunkers out right now that I think it's going to be nearly impossible for Nerchio to break this.
Yeah.
He does have a third base up in the top left corner of the map.
Yes.
So, but you know, it's not done yet. He's not really getting any economy from it.
Right.
Oh, I like this. So trying to break the rocks on the outside to get some sort of flank or maybe even go around for a counterattack.
Yeah, certainly.
So Nerchio just trying everything he can right now.
He's got a couple more infestors following this up as well. 3 in total. Nice job taking out the creep tumors up here as well to make this a quite a bit better engagement for those Terran forces. And yeah, it looks like those rocks are gone. Creep thread was actually done there as well, so he can maneuver his forces around pretty well. 9 more roaches being added.
Those bunkers are going to make it really hard for him to break this, even with a good flank.
Oh, nice job, though. Yeah, taking out a couple of those tanks is very valuable.
If he brings it down to 1 tank, that's going to be really, really helpful. Oh, but the unit's coming in a little bit early, taking some damage.
Yep. We're waiting for these flanking forces to move from the back as well. There are so many bunkers done now.
Yeah.
He's almost going to be able to load up every one of his units inside of bunkers.
Yep.
Oh, man. Wow, that is going to be really rough.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, it looks like Nerchio is actually running around for a counterattack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like he might have been able to break this, actually, if he would have decided to attack kind of from both sides. But he's going for the counterattack. I don't know if this is actually the best move for Nerchio here.
Oh, we're going to find out. Oh, he's going to watch out with those infestors right there. Gets down a couple of fungal growths. Here comes the counterattack, and it looks like Jjakji's pretty well prepared for this.
That could do some damage,
through
though.
That bunker. He gets through the bunker, so he'll be able to start flooding in. No, the panda bunker goes down. Yep, and SCVs are starting to die now as this push gets a little bit closer to Nerchio's natural. So we have quite an exciting end to this game on our hands right now, as both players are under attack at the moment. Quite a bit of damage being done. However, this gold base is actually paying off in spades. Looks like a few units did decide to move up now. A lot of the Marines have actually gone down, but there is such a defensive position behind these tanks right there with so many kills.
Yeah, a lot of damage being done on both sides right now. The supply lower for Jjakji, but he has just got such a huge contain on his opponent. He doesn't really need that natural expansion right now.
No.
And there come all the drones off the line. Still a decent amount of roaches there, but nope, they're getting cleaned up too.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be about it, guys. I think Jjakji is going to take down Nerchio.
Yeah, it looks like that is going to be it here.
Oh,
what a performance out of both of our players today, though.
Yep, even a turret just kind of
rub it in. Well, no burrowed infestors then, so.
Yep.
But, yeah, that hatchery is not long for this world. It is going to go down here in just a second. Jjakji now with a pretty considerable supply advantage. Roaches around the back. I agree with you. I think you should have tried to just go ahead and go with the, to break the position, but unfortunately he decides to counterattack, and it left him very exposed up at the front.
Yep, now Nerchio is on 2 bases, so I think he's still going to try to keep fighting for a little while here yet.
Yeah.
But, you know, again, Jjakji can just kind of keep moving forward and keep cutting off bases from other bases.
Right.
And I don't think, Nerchio just really can't get around with enough units to do some significant damage.
Looks like the tanks have all fallen now, though. And
what are those Queens doing out there? What they got out there?
I think they were running around from the gold base, probably.
Maybe.
So, anyway, yeah, it looks like the roaches are going to fall here in just a second. This is a couple of units here with high HP, but look at that. Jjakji just kind of running on by. Oh, here comes a pretty big follow-up from Nerchio, though. Looks like these medevacs have finally lost all of their units, and they're going to have to run back home. These bunkers are eventually going to go down.
Yep, nice try there, but again, doing a lot of damage. Let's take a look at the worker count right now. I'm kind of curious to see where we're at with that. 31 drones only for Nerchio right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, even if he manages to hold this off, he's going to be in a terrible spot economically.
Yeah, a couple of infested Terrans there. Try and draw some attention away, but unfortunately those infestors all bite the dust. And looks like the Marines are even going to hold up there. They eventually get picked up to be dropped back off here with the rest of the forces that are reinforcing.
Well, a good effort from Nerchio, but yeah, you know, again, there's just not a lot he can do.
Well, we're going to see here. He's still in this, trying to make a difference, but man, that vice grip is just tightening ever so slowly as these sea shanks continue to push up right now. Oh, and a couple of infested Terrans get spit out, but they're not going to do anything. A 32 supply advantage now for Jjakji. He's almost mined out this gold, and he hasn't even taken down the destructible rocks.
Yeah, he's doing okay. His supply lead continues to kind of creep ahead, too. He's now about 30 supply ahead. He's, losing a lot of units, but he's just not trading, or Nerchio rather, just isn't trading anywhere near efficiently enough to make this worth it.
No, unfortunately.
Hasn't made drones for a long time.
Right. Those medevac's so powerful as well. Those roaches are just going down right away.
If Nerchio wins this, it'll be a miracle, man.
Yes, this would actually be one of the best comeback performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right, bye-bye, roaches. That's what I was waiting for, and not much mining going to be done here for much longer. A few roaches trying to come in and surround. There's a fungal growth, so we'll see. Nope, that's not going to be enough. Too many medevacs sitting here. Actually, the fungal growth ended up basically doing no damage.
Yep, GG.
GG!
There it is.
And Jjakji. Oh, man.